Namaste, welcome to Geetu's Divine Touch. In today's video, you are going to learn about Loshu Grid. Lo is the name of the river in China, and there was a flood in the river. Water was coming out, and when people prayed to that river to protect them from flood, so a tortoise, a divine tortoise, came out from the river, and on tortoise back, this grid, which is which has nine boxes. So grid of 3 rows, 3 columns. It's called Loshu grid. So your date of birth numbers are placed in this grid. If numbers are present, that is the blessing. If numbers are absent in your date of birth from 9, those numbers, they produce they'll deprive you of that particular thing. For example, if 4 is absent in your date of birth, so here in Loshu grid 4 represents cash flow, so there'll be less cash flow in your life. And in Loshu grid you will learn what remedies to do. Okay, you will balance the element of that number, and with that balancing you can have the qualities of 4 in your life. Let's understand from this PowerPoint. Loshu grid. It's an ancient Chinese magic square. You can see here, it's a grid of 3 by 3. 3 rows are there, 3 columns are there. First row, it has 492. Second row, it is 357 and 816. So it's called magical square. Reason for magical square is when you will add 492, you'll get 15. 357 is also 15. 816 is 15. And if you will add 438, it is 15. 951 is 15. And 276 is 15. Another magic is when you will add corner numbers 8 and 2, you'll get 10. Here you'll get 6 plus 4 is 10. So we got 15 in all rows, 15, 15, 15. Row 1, row 2, row 3. And we got 15 here. 951 is also 15. So everywhere we are getting 15. Even diagonal, if you will add 258 is 15. These two diagonals, it's 15. And corner numbers are giving you total 2. That's why it is known as magic square. So it's a 3 by 3 magical square. Okay, and it's connected to Chinese philosophy, used in numerology and feng shui. Feng shui is balancing elements. So all these numbers, they represent one particular element. Another thing you have to note in this square is that all corner numbers, they are even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8. These are even numbers. Even numbers are called yin numbers in Chinese, female numbers. And these are forming square. Okay, so corner numbers are yin and the square ones are yang energies. So basically here we are balancing yin and yang energies. How to use this grid, we'll understand. Okay, before that, let's understand the story. So according to ancient Chinese legend, around 4,000 years ago, during the reign of Emperor Yu the Great, the Lo River flooded catastrophically. As the people made offering to the river god, a magical turtle emerged from the waters with a curious pattern marked on its shell. This pattern was marked 492, 357, 816. And always we have to use the same pattern. We shouldn't change the numbers in rows, columns. Wherever the numbers are, there only you have to place them. This pattern arranged in 3 by 3 grid of dots revealed a mathematical harmony where every row, column, and diagonal they add up to 15. Emperor Yu recognized this as a divine message and celestial map, naming it Loshu after the river. Because name of the river was Lo, this grid was called Loshu. This pattern became fundamental to Chinese cosmology, mathematics, and philosophy. Mathematical properties. So it's a 3 by 3 grid. Okay, and as you can see here, total is 15 everywhere, every row, column. And even numbers are in the corners, odd are forming cross. And any two opposite number you add, total you'll get 10. The Loshu is unique. There's only 1, 2, 3 by 3 magic square, excluding rotation and reflections. Now these 9 numbers, okay, you have to consider this 9 as south, 1 as north, 3 as east, 7 as west. So this 4 will become southeast, 2 will become southwest, 6 is northwest, 8 is northeast. And these elements are there. For example, north. North is water element. So 1 is north. Here 1 is water element. So 1 is, we all know, if we connect it to planet, or 1 in Loshu grid is north water element, and 1 will talk about career, communication, confidence, and authority. And planet connected to 1 is sun. 2 is southwest, okay, which is moon. 2 is moon. In Loshu grid, 2 is placed in southwest, which is for love, relationship, partnership, happiness, intuition. And element of 2 is earth. This 2, 5, 8. This diagonal is earth element. It's easy to remember like this. 2, 5, 8 is earth. 1 is water. 9 is fire. 6, 7 metals. 3, 7 wood. So 3 you can see here, east is there. East, and it's hardwood. And east, the 3 number is for wisdom, planning, intelligence, memory. Planet is Jupiter. 4 is Rahu, Uranus, southeast. And element is softwood. Wealth, wealth, prosperity, discipline, balance. 5 is center, very, very important number in Loshu grid. Element is earth, and mental health, balance, strength, stability. Planet is Mercury. 6 is northwest. Element is hard metal, and hopeful, helpful people, home, creativity, security, planetary. Planet is Venus. 7 is west. We know 7 is Neptune, Ketu, and it is for soft metal. Children, creativity, entertainment, future, all this is known by 7 number. Northeast. Now, northeast is 8. So, element is earth, and properties are knowledge, education, discipline, organization, and planet is Saturn. 9 is Mars, we know, fire element, and fame, reputation, recognition, ambition, it is decided by 9 number. So one is for career, water, two is for marriage and earth, three is for family, four is for wealth, which is wood element, and five is for center, which is again earth element. Six is for helpful people, metal. Seven is children, metal. Eight is knowledge, earth, and nine is fame, fire. So elements are there. You knew that it's one is sun, two is emotions, moon, marriage. Three is family, or three is guru, spiritual guru, and three believes in expansion, so expansion of family. Four is wealth, wood. Okay, Rahu is for materialistic things. Five is center, balancing. Six is helpful people, Venus. Seven is children. And spiritual progress, also, we can say. Seven is profit loss. Eight is knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Nine is fame, name fame, Mars. So now, Feng Shui practitioners, they use Loshu Grid as a fundamental tool to map and analyze energy flow within homes and buildings. So we apply this in our home. So you have to remember that one is north, nine is south. Now water sectors are black or blue colors. You see blue color here, one, that is water color. Two wood sectors are three, four, green plants, three and four, green plants, or wooden objects you can keep, vertical shapes. Then nine number is red element and lighting triangular shape. Anything you will place in southwest triangle shape. Earth sectors 258. So 258 are earth sectors. They are yellow or earth tones and square objects you can keep and crystals you can place here. 2, 5, and 8. Metal sectors are 6 and 7. So white metallic round shapes you can keep in 6, 7. This we will use in remedies. Now, conclusion is or modern use in numerology and personal growth. Loshu grid serves as a powerful tool for self analysis. You have to just look at this grid, fill the numbers in your date of birth, and you'll come to know about the person. Personal development in contemporary numerology practice. By mapping an individual's birth date on the grid, practitioners identify strengths, challenges, and missing energies in one's personality and life journey. Modern consultants use the grid to recommend specific lifestyle adjustment from color choices and spatial arrangements to personal habits that bring greater balance and harmony. So 1547, these yellow you see, these are called strength. They help you in career, prosperity, stability, and creativity. So if in your date of birth 1457 is there, or majority of these numbers are there, these are your strength. Missing energies are here 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. So person will face issues in these areas in relationship, health, security, knowledge, and reputation. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. Modern consultants, they use the grid to recommend specific lifestyle adjustments from color choices and spatial arrangements. The ancient wisdom of Loshu continues to guide contemporary seekers through modern application and professional development, relationship compatibility, and spiritual growth. We will be using this grid for compatibility as well. Self discovery, personal insight and strength, life coaching, career and decision guidance, relationship, compatibility analysis, and for wellness, energy balance practice. For all these, we can use Loshu Grid. Conclusion: a profound mathematical wonder where all rows columns add up to 15, representing the first documented magic square in history. The bridge between mythology and science symbolizes the ancient Chinese understanding of cosmic harmony and natural order. A practical tool still used today in feng shui, numerology, and personal development practices across Asia and beyond. An enduring message about balance, pattern recognition, and interconnectedness of all elements in our universe. So, here you will, through these numbers, you will come to know about the energy flow in your home. The Loshu Grid stands at a crossroad of mathematics, mythology, and daily living, a timeless symbol of how pattern connect us to both cosmic order and self understanding. Let me share whiteboard here with you. And explain you how to map your numbers in your grid. So for example, I take date of birth 17th December 1954, for example. So we know this is Loshu grid, and numbers we have to remember that this is 492. This is south. This is north. So here it is 816. Here it is 357. This is standard grid. Now, this is mapping your date of birth, or this example we have taken. Let's map this number in the grid. So here it's 1, you will write 1 exactly here. It is 7 here, you will write 7 here. December, so one more time 1 you will write, and then 2. One more time 1. This is 9, this is 5, and this is 4. Okay, so you have to fill all these numbers, all these single digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 numbers you have to fill in this grid. Next step is you have to add 1 plus 7. You have to find ruling number. Ruling number is 8 here. Okay, if it was single digit, only 7, then no need to find ruling number. So here it's coming 8. So you can fill 8 also here. 8 is your ruling number. Now add all these numbers. 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 4. Let's see what is the total. 3, 4, 5. It's coming 3. Total is coming 3. Okay, so you will write 3 here. That is your destiny number. So even these two numbers we have to fill. You can write your date of birth and make this grid and keep this your birth date grid ready for interpretation. The first part we are learning is interpretation. In second part, we'll be using elements for remedies. Okay, in interpretation, we have to see the first step in interpretation is see how many ones are present here. That will decide your quality. Okay, and how many twos are present, how many threes, four, five, all numbers. And based on that, we will decide what qualities person has. And then find out how many are missing number. More missing number meaning more struggle will be there in life. And person has to learn these things. Why missing six is there? So do the remedies of six so that even this column gets filled. Let me share the notes here now. So let me share whiteboard here again. Okay. I'll explain you elements here. So we'll draw a grid here. This is 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 6. Okay, so these three elements are called earth element. This is small earth, this is medium earth, and this is big earth element. 6, 7 are called metals, and 4, 3 is called wood element. 1 is water element. So we'll be using these in balancing or getting the advantage or getting the benefit of missing numbers or balancing these numbers in our life. Next is, I'll share the notes here. As you can see here in the notes, Loshu Grid. So we have to place these numbers in this grid, and colors are marked here. With colors, we can balance these numbers. Number 0. Okay, number 0. It is always written at the bottom of the grid, even though it appears in person's chart. Here in this number, 0202 2000 is there. So these left side zeros we never take. We take only right side zeros. Suppose it was 2020, then it would have been 5 zeros. More number of zeros, meaning you are carrying karmic assignments with you. Now, number 1 is at the bottom left column to the chart, and hence at the beginning of practical plane as well. This placement is important clue as to how the native will communicate and behave in interpersonal relations. It is located at the bottom center of the chart. Now, 1, 1, 1. If only 1, 1 is there. Suppose somebody's date of birth is 7th August 1974. So only 1, 1 is there. So for that person, you will tell or you will write in the report, for people with only one number in their chart, it's extremely difficult to express their innermost feelings and desires. They are unable to convey their true feelings, even though they may not necessarily be bad at communication at other levels. It will be hard for them to be able to appreciate other person's point of view. If 2 times 1 is there, comparatively much balanced in their approach. So one number is not good in expressing their inner feelings. Number 2, it is easy. 2 times 1, it's easy for them to communicate. They have an ability to look life in an unbiased manner and are better judges of other people's point of view. This is also considered as best quantity of number ones to have. Three ones. So when it comes, such people may have a duality when it comes to their personality. One thing is for sure that such people are outgoing and entertaining. Coming back to ambivalence, people with three number ones may either be complete chatterboxes or they may be quite introspective. We had discussed three is Jupiter quality. So three people, they are extremist. So either one is connected with communication here. So either they will be chatterboxes or they will be introspective. The truth is that they are actually both, and their personality manifestation depends on situation. Four ones. They will be sensitive, caring. Such people are frequently misunderstood as they tend to be quite inexpressive. Verbal expression is not one for their better qualities, because of which they tend to be misfit among groups and find it hard to relax and simply let it go. If five, six, or seven ones are there, meaning more than four ones are there, it isn't very good. An absence of ability to verbally express oneself is stark in these natures. So, once they won't be able to express their inner feelings. They may even face enormous difficulties on account of this. They also stand a high chance of being misunderstood due to this inability. Such people, however, may be very creative, may use such forms of inner expression like music, dance, and painting. There's also a possibility of overindulgence of any kind. I'll share one more video with you of where we are calculating how many ones. Asha, that was in name. Okay, date of birth. Number two, two is first number on emotional plane and is often indicator of person's intuitiveness and sensitivity. It is the third most common number in Chinese astrology charts. So it is the first number in emotional plane. Such people tend to, if one, two is there, these people will be sensitive, intuitive, but can also easily hurt. Blessed with an uncanny ability and discernment to see through other people's insincerity, these people are naturally good judges of others. So, two is moon, moon is for intuition. The famous astrologer and the doomsday naysayer Nostradamus was born with 1 2 in his chart. So he was very intuitive. Two twos, such people who have two twos in their chart are highly intelligent, sensitive. Born with a superb intuition, they end up benefiting immensely from the prowess of theirs. Very much like the people with 1 2 in their charts, these people also tend to be masters at detecting and assessing the motivations of others. Three twos, they will be overboard. They go overboard with their sensitive side, may experience premonitions, may easily get hurt, may also give others an impression of being aloof. Prone to living in world of their own, they loathe socializing and spending time with others as they are afraid of getting hurt. So 3 2 is not good. 4 2 is impatience and rash. These people have tendency to overreact to small problems. Extremely sensitive introverts, they prefer to spend time by themselves rather than risk getting hurt because of others. Some great scientists like Louis Pasteur comes under this category. 5 2s, born with an incredible sensitivity, such people find it hard to deal with their self-doubt and world at large. This kind of chart is rarity, but it's actually a good thing. As more the numbers of twos, more difficult it is for the native to adjust. Lack of self-confidence and trust in others are also the marked qualities of such people. Number three, placed at top. Actually, this placing is different here. Mental plane. In mental plane, it is in the left, top left. Number three is also final number of the thought row. It is largely related to intellectual ability of the person and also to ability to think clearly, lucidly, rationally. It is also happy and positive number. If 1 3 is there, Person will have excellent memory. A marked creative streak are prominent gains of people who possess one number 3 in the numerology chart. A positive yet a practical, realistic approach towards the entertainment of their goals and an honest optimism towards life set them apart from others and even make them a source of inspiration for others. The famous Presley was born with such a chart. 3 is the number of Jupiter. So 3 has got good memory and creative streak are prominent in these people and they are very practical. There's a realistic approach towards life and they can reach their goal. Honest people and their honest optimism towards life even make them a source of inspiration for others. Mentally alert and creative when 2 3s are there. Such people are quite imaginative and love their eccentricity and crazy streak that allows them to be unconventional. Giving the native an ability to express well in words, this combination allows people to excel in creative and literary field. And many such people may be writers. So 2 times 3 is there, meaning double power of Jupiter. And that's why they are good in literary, they are good in writing, they are good in creativity. Threes may be counted as too many, for they make the native extra imaginative. So much so that native may remain self-absorbed and prefer to live in his or her own imagination. Such people appear as aloof and remote and find it hard to relate to others and usually bad listeners. Even though they possess an excellent mental faculty, their tendency to remain in dream world proves disadvantageous for them. They may even be argumentative and petty at times. 4 3s, a rarely found combination, makes the native extremely impractical, timid, fearful, super dreamy. The imagination of these people tend to be strong, that it's difficult for them to step out of it into the real world and confront the day-to-day course and demands of routine. Number 4, it's associated with qualities of labor and hands-on practical approach. It indicates balance. No wonder that natives with this number tend to be neat, tidy, prime, and proper. 1 4. People with this combination in their numerology chart tend to be practical, earthy, and basically good with manual work. They tend to enjoy hands-on approach and such vocations. A more than practically needed emphasis on theories and imagination makes them impatient. The digital the digit also relates to work like handicraft and pottery, and even instrumental music. Such people also are good organizers. 2 4s, born with excellent organizational skills, such people love the task of initiating a task and carrying it to the end. Accurate, conscient, it is conscientious and prim. These people make great managers and may even be sculptors or someone great at origami. However, they may be inclined to become overly involved in superficial physical and materialistic pursuit at the expense of fun and spiritual pursuits. So they have got better organizational skill compared to single 4. Single 4 people are also good organizers. These are excellent organizers. And they love the task of initiating any task and carrying it to end. And they can be great managers and they are good in their conscience, meaning knowing the situation, knowing the person, may even be sculptors or some great at origami. So good at, as it said here, that hands-on approach. They prefer to work with hand. 3 4s, almost exclusively given to material, practical, and physical pursuits. People with such a combination find it hard to attain to any other sphere of their lives. Organized to the T, these people are self-disciplined and hardworking. The abilities may be apparent to others, but they themselves may frequently be unable to realize their natural talents and may end up working in roles of jobs where they are misfit. If four fours are there, which is a rare combination, these people are totally immersed in physical activities. Anything to do with intellectual or spiritual domain is beyond their understanding. They also possess enormous capability at any task that needs working using hands, but such people may be susceptible to damage or injury to their lower limbs. Number 5 is it occupies a central position in the chart. It is an indicator of mental balance and emotional stability. It also relates to freedom of one spirit. If one 5 is there, person will be emotionally stable, balanced people with one number 5 in their chart. Find it easy to motivate and inspire others. Their compassionate and caring nature allows them to positively reinforce others in a manner that makes them achieve and perform much more than they otherwise would have. Two fives, intense, emotional, determined. People with two fives in their numerology chart tend to extremely enthusiastic and driven about whatever they do or possess. They generally makes them passionate, sometimes even obsessed. This means that they may have difficulties containing the barrage of emotions they experience. This may lead to certain regrettable situations and outbursts, which may even disturb their lives and balance. So, what I have noticed that these people, when two number of fives are there, okay, they are passionate, they are obsessed, and they have difficulties containing the barrage of emotions, and this may lead to regrettable situation. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but what I have observed that these people, they have many affairs, and that's why because they get emotionally disturbed, so they go with they will form relationship with anyone, whoever come across. They will not judge the person. They will not think whether it's right or wrong, and then later they regret when they are with the wrong person, and then outbursts are there. So they have to learn to balance their emotions. Usually these people, they get hurt with one person, then they go with next person, they get hurt, and then again next person. Instead of learning, this pattern is repeated in their life. Three fives, they are blessed with an unrelenting drive, boundless energy, and streak for risk taking. Excitement and adventure. These people really need to channelize their vast reserve in high direction. They tend to speak without contemplating, in which may put them in a tricky situation. So, overtalk, three fives, wherein they might have hurt others intentionally. They love any passionate activity, enjoy change, but as already mentioned, they need to carefully guard themselves in order to avoid going overboard. If four numbers are 5 are there, I know one date of birth, 5th April 1955. And when we total this, we are getting three fives here. And when we total this, 5 plus 5 is 10, 11. 11 plus 11 is, okay, it's coming 5 and 11 or 5, 2. So here we can see three number of fives are there. So this thing is true. They overtalk. Now four fives. This combination is possible only 3 times in a span of century. Hence, this is obvious that people with this combination are very rare. It's a dangerous combination to have. It makes one prone to accidents. Generally, also the potential of accident increases for such people. Anyone with four fives need to slow down, contemplate and recontemplate before doing anything. See, though this date will come only 3 times in a span of century, okay, but you can predict about accidents and you can predict about dangerous, okay, you can predict about accidents. What we do is when we form a grid, okay, suppose I want to do prediction for this year for somebody who is 55 in age, okay, and already, or maybe 54 in age, sorry, and already we'll take this date of birth only, 5th April 1955. Okay, so already 3 times 5 is there. And what we do is we add the age of the person, say 54. Okay, so 4 times 5 is there in this particular year when the person is 54. So that particular year, you can tell this native that be careful of accidents and you have to slow down. You have to contemplate, recontemplate before doing anything. So we add the age and we can do the predictions here. Okay, for example, I'll go to next number and explain you. 6 number. Okay, 6 is 1 6. Now, in this date of birth, 6 is not there. 781974. Okay, and destiny number is 9. So when we place these numbers here, okay, 7, 8, 1, 9, 7, 4, and 1 9 here. So when this person is 56, for example, okay, so this age also we have to place here. So here we can place this age. For this particular year, when the person is 56, person will have these qualities. Okay, they will make excellent parent, equally good children. They love handling their domestic responsibilities. Also, they have a good amount of creative potential. Most often, there are people in their families to whom everyone wants to come to. When things go awry, however, such people can be quite insecure and may remain constantly worried about their family members and well-being. So if already 1 6 is there in somebody's date of birth, you will predict this quality. Also for one particular year, see when this person is 56, that age, or when this person is 46, okay, you can predict these qualities for this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Nadia.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, are you available today?
Yes, yes.
You're
नहीं नहीं मैं हूँ अभी ऑफिस में हूँ.
आपका कोई क्लासिंग अभी
नहीं नहीं
मतलब
नहीं था एक
नहीं?
क्लास नहीं. अभी का एक
ओके
कैंसिल हुआ मॉर्निंग का. एक
हाँ
नेक्स्ट है वो 4 o'clock है.
4 o'clock है ओके एक्चुअली मैं ऑफिस में हूँ सर आई वाज थिंकिंग दैट शुड आई कम डायरेक्टली ओवर देयर बिकॉज घर जाके आना विल बिकम लाइक थोड़ा
हेक्टिक ना.
लॉन्ग कट
आ
फॉर
जाओ
मी
भले
हाँ
आ जाओ.
आई विल गेट माय बैग एंड ऑल दैट देन आई
परफेक्ट परफेक्ट.
कम ओके ओके मैम ऑलराइट बाय
No, 2 6. 2 6s inclined towards over anxiety, fretting over even minutest details as far as family home are concerned. People with 2 6 in their chart tend to have a certain streak about them. They need more mental rest than others and need to relax more often. They have a great love for aesthetics and love surrounding themselves with beautiful objects. They also enjoy creative pursuits and are usually overprotective. This could also be reason that they make their children too dependent on them. 3 6, they are overprotective and possessive of their loved ones. People with 3 6 tend to be borderline cases of extreme restlessness and stress. They also have tendency to become negative and thus they need constant motivation and encouragement. Blessed with considerable creative potential, they thankfully are able to release their emotions, tensions by pursuing interesting activities. So, this you can give as a remedy as well for 3 6 people that they should keep themselves busy in interesting activities. 4 6, very creative and extremely driven people with their combination are quite weak and vulnerable when it comes to emotional front. Almost everything has power to affect them, which makes adjusting to everyday life very difficult for them. This problem may afflict the most in the earlier part of life. It is essential for these people to constructively channelize this limitless emotional, intuitive, and innovative energy. Number 7, situated at the bottom of right hand corner of the Loshu grid. Number 7 represents sacrifice and indicates learning through the hard way or the loss. 1 7. Such people are likely to learn the most important lesson in their life from either losses of love, possessions, or health. As they learn from these experiences, they become more mature and interested in metaphysical or spiritual pursuits along the way. 2 7. I have 2 7 in my date of birth. Growth in knowledge and wisdom is achieved mostly by losing love, health, or money by these people. Extremely analytical, these people are excellent at solving intricate, cryptic, or technical problems. The losses they meet with make them more spiritual and pico their interest in psychic or occult practices. and pick their interest in psychic or occult practices. 3 sevens. Strong and silent people with three numbers 7 in the chart often lead sad lives, which is a result of certain major disappointments and setback they end up suffering in their lives. These misfortunes may be in the area of love, health, finances. However, these people tend to develop enormous reserves of inner strength along the way. There are only 3 days in century where such occurrences happen, and it's good thing for this combination is not a lucky one. Fate has strange and sad way of teaching. Yes.
Some co-working technologies.
हाँ जी.
Hello.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
And we are specialized in website development and app development and customized software and digital marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, may I know you're currently
Where are
looking
you
to...
based? Where are you based?
Sorry, ma'am?
Where are you based? Where is your office?
Office, ma'am?
Hmm?
Okay, ma'am, we are from Kolkata, ma'am.
Okay. Already
Yes.
I have my website and I have my digital team. In case I need in future, I'll come back to you. So these people, 4 sevens. So fate has a strange and sad way of teaching almost all lessons of life to these people. They may have to go through some major losses in life to gain in terms of maturity and wisdom. Number 8, an indicator of observation, power, and astuteness. This number relates to attention to detail. 1 8. Methodical, fastidious, and immaculate about details. People with 1 8 in the numerology chart have restless, active mind that crave mental challenges. However, on the flip side, these people often find it difficult to finish the task they very enthusiastically had initiated. 2 8s, very perceptive, observant, and painstakingly careful of details. These people prefer to learn everything through experience rather than trusting on others or the available reference. This is good thing, but only to an extent. An excess of this trait makes them rigid, inflexible, and hence it's difficult for these people to alter their views, decision, or plans. 3/8 rigid or restless, especially during their early years. People with 3/8 tend to become more stable by their middle age, approximately around 40. That is when they progress at maximum possible pace. This is also the time when they develop a better perspective and purpose in life. Otherwise, also these people tend to be perfectionists and may become overly materialistic. Their personalities are well suited for vocations related to business and finance. 4/8 variety is the spice of life. This is mantra by which these people live their lives. Never averse to change, they in fact cultivate variations and distortions in regular pattern of life. Restless beyond belief, it is vital for them to find their true calling and purpose in life. Once they do that, the progress that they make is humongous and for others to see. Humongous. कितने उठ रहे थे? देर से उठे ना, बाकी सब कर दो ना. India. खोल दो भले इसको, पर्दे को खोल देते करो, जब भी पहुंचते हो उसको खोल दो।
एक चेयर बाहर रखे हो क्या?
नहीं नहीं, तीन यहाँ पे लगते रहते हैं। बाहर कहाँ है जगह, बाहर ऑलरेडी इतने चेयर्स है। मंगस, मंगस बोला ना।
मंगेस। ये मारने को इधर लगाने का, ये वाली जगह होगी।
वो विंडो नहीं खुल सकेगा ना।
हाँ वो भी है।
Once they do that, the progress that they make is humongous and for others to see. If this doesn't happen by any chance, these people tend to live aimless, pointless lives. Number 9, it is obvious that everyone born in this century has at least one 9 in his or her chart. So here we are talking about 20th century, not this century. This number is good and is humanitarian. It represents idealism, courage, and ambition, and self belief. The number 9 is on both the mental plane and action line. And it is one of the reasons that humankind has made such giant strides of development in last century. If one 9 is there, possessing a strong marked desire for self improvement, people with one 9 in their numerology chart are quite ambitious. All people alive today have at least one 9. And it's undeniably true that we all have much more humanity inside us than we tend to express. An important lesson from this fact we can derive is that even numbers favor humanitarian task, and we all need to relearn and nurture this philanthropic side of us. Two nines: idealistic, intelligent, and astute. These people are quite likely to be critical of others, and many times they can be blunt and derogatory. Since they themselves are near gifted in the intelligence department, they might even look down upon others. They desperately need to cultivate the ability to shun their personal biases and gel with others. Kareena Kapoor is one such Indian celebrity with two nines in her chart. Her birthday falls on 21st September. Three nines: virtuous, idealistic, brilliant, mentally astute, and caring people with three nines in their charts tend to get better with age. They become maturer and happier in life once they understand how to make the best use of their capabilities. Initially, they display a marked tendency to exaggerate and make mountains out of molehills. This may lead to tendency towards pessimism and negativity. This may make them feel frustrated, especially when they feel they have hit a roadblock in work or relationship. Four nines. Such people are gifted when it comes to mental brilliance and intelligence, but they are quite vulnerable and find it extremely difficult to adjust to that everyday mundane worldly matters. Five nines combination has happened only thrice in last few decades. That was 9th, 19th, and 29th September in 1999. It will now happen only on 9th September 2999, which is far fetched. These people frequently retreat to their own dream, imaginary worlds, but deep inside they have immense power and energy, which, when harnessed constructively, can be great good for humanity.